I now invite the honorable members, order. It's difficult to listen when your mouth are open. I mean, really. I now invite the Honorable Mfundisi to the podium.
Speaker and honorable members, it is very strange
Honorable Speaker.
that the Waterkloof Air Force Base...
Honorable Speaker.
Yes, sir.
Excuse me, sir. Did you say that when the report has been tabled? Did you say that?
Please take your seat, sir. I'll repeat what I said earlier on. For now, please take your seat. Mfundisi, continue.
It is very strange that the Waterkloof Air Force Base could be trivialized and dismissed as a simple party committee meeting, while the home of an individual is ascribed the status of a national key point, with a fortune in public funds being spent thereon. The day will come when these parliamentary precincts will be devoid of their national key point status. The ANC government has consistently taken exception when opposition members of parliament point out their shortcomings in governance, but ceded their political and executive responsibilities to government officials. If it were not so, there is no way that ministers of state departments affected could be absolved from the Gupta plane debacle while officials are made to carry the can. It is as good as saying those officials are in charge and there are no ministers. In real democracies, an event like this would have had ministers in charge resign or being fired by the president simply for having lowered their guard where and when it mattered most. In a real democracy, the president himself should have quit and not pleaded with the public not to conflate relations between this country and India because of the landing of the plane at the particular air base. It is up to Parliament to deal with him as they elected him. When in 2003, Bulelani Nguga, the then director of public relations, said Zuma was in trouble because he had surrounded himself with Indians. It sounded like a far-fetched and xenophobic statement, but we look at what is happening to the country because of that type of association. We note that 3 securocrats, Njenje, Makatuka, and Moshaik, lost their jobs because they were concerned about the activities of the Guptas. The buck stops with the president and his executive. There is no way that they can pass the buck. Besides, no one in their wildest dream would think Directors General would and could lay fault at the doors of the president or ministers without them risking being charged with misconduct in terms of the Public Service Act. Only an independent institution can dig out the truth and make sense in this rigmarole. Political accountability has been consigned to the dustbin of expediency and sacrificed on the altar of supposed friendship. The Guptas did what they did in sheer impunity to illustrate to their compatriots the muscle they have over the leaders of this country. After all, there has been no rebut to the assertion that some ministers learned of their appointment to cabinet from them even before the president did so. While someone may believe that none of the members of cabinet knew about the plane landing at this particular airport, 1,000 would not. The report so presented has to be rejected with the contempt it deserves. In conclusion, I plead with President Zuma and his government to heed the following words, I quote, "Beware of false prophets, which come to you in sheep's clothing, but inwardly they are raven wolves," unquote. Matthew chapter 7, I thank you.